Eala included in Indian Wells Open players list. Eala is set for a busy stretch in the coming weeks after being included in the players list for the Indian Wells Open, BNP Paribas Open. The Indian Wells Open will be held from March 4th to 15th, just ahead of the Miami Open, which runs from March 17th to 29th. Among the other players listed for Indian Wells are Aryna Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, Elena Rybakina, Naomi Osaka, Yelena Ostapenko, Barbora Krejcikova, Emma Raducanu, and Madison Keys, all Grand Slam champions. Also included are familiar Eala foes such as Ekaterina Alexandrova, Maya Joint, Christina Buxa, Janice Chen, and Victoria Mboko. Following her ongoing campaign at the Abu Dhabi Open, where Eala reached the semifinals of the doubles tournament with Chen, the Filipina ace is expected to compete next at the Qatar Open, followed by the Dubai Tennis Championships. She is currently listed as a qualifier for Dubai. According to the WTA website, Eala has been competing since the start of the year, reaching the semifinals of the ASB Classic before being named champion of the Kooyong Classic Exhibition Tournament. The sun rises slowly over the arid hills surrounding Indian Wells, California, casting long shadows across the manicured courts where fierce competition and raw dreams meet. Hey, under the expansive skies of the BNP Paribas Open, legends are made, fairy tales are written in dust and sweat, and young talents seize their destiny. Among this year's exciting lineup, one name has captured the imagination of tennis fans across continents: Eala. Her inclusion in the Indian Wells Open players list is more than a roster update. It is a testament to perseverance, growth, and the promise of new narratives in the world of tennis. Tennis racket and ball a star in the making. At just 20 years old, Eala is already a name that reverberates beyond her native Philippines. Her ascent through the Women's Tennis Association, WTA, ranks has been both inspiring and historic. From training at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca from the age of 18 to competing with the elite of women's tennis, her journey has been marked by resilience and breakthrough moments. Long before the Indian Wells announcement, Eala had proven time and again that she belonged in the spotlight, not as a fleeting newcomer but as a rising force. Her performance in prestigious tournaments like the Miami Open and the Australian Summer Swing built a foundation for what could now become her defining season. Across hard courts and global stages, Eala not only displayed competitive grit but also cultivated an aura of belief, essential for any athlete stepping into the cauldron of professional tennis. Glowing star of the Indian Wells Open, tennis paradise beckons. The BNP Paribas Open at Indian Wells is known in tennis circles as the fifth major. Its welcoming Californian climate, enthusiastic fans, and packed draws make it a destination where careers are launched and legacies are sealed. For players alike, it's a battleground of grit and glamour, a place where every match feels monumental. When the 2026 player list was revealed, Eala's name among the cast of seasoned champions and headline stars was a bright spark, symbolic of her rapid rise and enormous potential. She stands alongside a star-studded lineup that embodies the international tapestry of modern tennis. Her inclusion suggests not just participation but anticipation, that fans and pundits alike are eager to see what the young Filipina can do under the desert lights. Globe showing Europe-Africa more than representation, a cultural moment. In the Philippines, Eala represents something profound: future, possibility, and global relevance. Tennis has long been dominated by players from Europe, North America, and Australia. Eala's presence shifts the narrative. She carries with her the hopes of fans in Southeast Asia and beyond, people who see in her a reflection of their own dreams to break barriers and rewrite history. To younger players back home, seeing Eala's name on a premier event draw is more than inspiration. It's proof that talent from anywhere can travel anywhere. As she steps onto the Indian Wells hardcourt, she brings with her not only personal ambition but also collective pride for a nation watching on with bated breath. Chart with upward trend the path to Indian Wells. Eala's season so far has been a blend of triumphs and learning experiences. She began the year with a career-best ranking, soaring into the world's top 50, a milestone that underscores her consistency and competitiveness. Earlier this year, she crafted thrilling matches at the Abu Dhabi Open, displaying resilience by saving match points and battling through adversity, showcasing her evolving mental game. She also clinched significant victories in deep runs in events like the ASB Classic in Auckland, where her semifinal showing highlighted her readiness to contest with more experienced opponents. Each match, each grind, and each training session has been part of her journey toward Indian Wells, a path shaped by discipline and brimming with momentum. Bullseye: the mental game, Eala's competitive edge. Alex's game is not just about speed and shot-making. Many say tennis is played as much in the mind as on the court. In this arena of psychological warfare, Eala has shown a fierce competitive heartbeat. The courage to dig deep when down a break, the patience to construct points intelligently, and the vulnerability to express emotion and drive from within. At Indian Wells, where seasoned stars meet young contenders hungry for their breakthrough, mental fortitude is a currency as valuable as aces and forehands. Eala's past battles, fought under heat, pressure, and expectation, have begun refining her into a complete player, one who can fight toe-to-toe with the best while maintaining that spark of youthful fearlessness that defines champions. Trophy: what Indian Wells means for her career. For Eala, Indian Wells is more than a tournament. It is a milestone. Competing among the world's elite at a WTA 1000 event offers ranking points that could boost her seeding and entry into future slams. Experience against top-tier competitors that sharpens tactical awareness. Exposure on a grand stage, amplifying her marketability and global recognition. An impressive run here could accelerate her leap toward Grand Slams, those hallowed arenas where legends are forged. Speech balloon: voices from the tennis world. While Eala has her supporters in the Philippines and across Southeast Asia, her inclusion in Indian Wells also signals respect from the global tennis community. Players, coaches, and commentators have noticed her growth. Analysts see promise in her ability to compete, adapt, and evolve. Some pundits even argue that she possesses the raw tools, athleticism, speed, and strategic shot placement to trouble higher-ranked opponents. In a sport where confidence can be as transformative as a perfectly struck serve, just competing at Indian Wells boosts a narrative of progress. Sparkles imagination: a day in the life at Indian Wells. Imagine the morning sun spilling over the Coachella Valley, the desert air warm but gentle. Eala steps onto the practice courts, racket in hand, eyes focused. Journalists buzz. Fans gather early, eager for glimpses of the young Filipina who has become a symbol of rising global talent. Her match arrives. She jogs toward the main court, heart thrumming, footsteps steady. The crowd roars,